Hey guys, Matt of the DVD Update here for another Blu-ray and DVD update. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is just a solely Blu-ray update, so no DVDs, but that's cool anyways, right? Trying to think what I was going to say next. I had something I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I have a ton of Blu-rays to update, but today we're only going to be taking a look at 10. I don't know if you can hear that. My phone is blowing up. So let me put this on airplane mode so I don't get any more notifications bothering me and whatnot. I'm very popular, guys. Okay, so these next couple are going to be Vestron Blu-rays, and I haven't done a video. Well, I have done a video since Vestron started releasing, or Lionsgate started releasing Vestron titles on Blu-ray, but I've never really done them in an update. I have watched a bunch, so let's get started. This is number 1 in the series, and it's Chopping Mall. It's pretty cool. They're bringing back the Vestron video label, which was a VHS label back in the day. As you can see there, it says Vestron Collector's Series Blu-ray at the very top, and it's doing the, original poster art there. And these are awesome because slip cases. I love me some slip cases. Also, another thing that I love, don't put that on the mouse, thank you, is the spine is numbered. So yes, and we got special features. I did watch this one. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this one, and it was just good times. It was good times. I watched it with someone that hadn't never seen it before. So, recyclable case, but there is the disc art, and it does have some special features here. Let me pop in and read these, guys. It has 1, 2, 3 audio commentaries. This one has some with the director and the writer and actress, the co-writer and the second unit director. The next one has one with a historian and author, and from Mondo Video, and a guy from Shock Till You Drop. And the other audio commentary is the director and the writer and the co-writer. So that's cool. It also has a trailer and an isolated score track, and it has a bunch of featurettes, which I watched all of them. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back to the Mall, Chopping Mall, the Killbots Scoring Chopping Mall, The Robot Speaks, The Lost Scene, Army of One, and Chopping Mall Creating the Killbots. Yeah, right on. It's good times. I like most of the Vestron video releases that I have, so let's. Here's number 2 that came out, and I watched this one. Also, with that same person that had never seen this before. I have only seen bits and pieces. I had never watched the full movie of Blood Diner, and let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. It is a great movie. Once again, Vestron Collector's Series up at the top. It's number 2 on the spine. There we go. So the back, nice foil, comes in a slipcase. Now, the initial run of these, it's kind of like a Scream Factory deal. The initial run of these come with slipcases, but any ones pressed later on are no slipcases, because I go to a place called V-Stock over here, and the ones they sell there and the ones I saw at Best Buy, which, by the way, they had Blood Mall and Chopping Diner at Best Buy, which is awesome. They're starting to get some of those in. They did not have slip covers. So basically, I've pre-ordered every single one of these from Amazon a couple of months before they even come out. So that's how I've been guaranteeing that they have slip cases. So that's Blood Diner. We got special features on it. This is just a great cheesy movie. Check it out if you haven't. I highly recommend this one. It has an audio commentary, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 featurettes. It has an archival interview, and TV spot, still gallery, and a theatrical trailer. Blood Diner, good times. Okay, moving on to spine number 3, which is a double feature of Waxwork and Waxwork 2, Lost in Time. There you go, number 3 on the spine. Have not watched this one yet, although I have seen both of the Waxwork movies, because I believe Anchor Bay released them way back in the day on a DVD as a double feature. But right on, here it goes once again. Slipcase. Oh, this is very interesting. This one has a white case. I didn't even notice. A white Blu-ray case, and the others are in blue. Very interesting. But let's see what kind of special features that it has. For Waxwork, you have an audio commentary, a theatrical trailer, a still gallery, and Waxwork Chronicles, which are 6 parts, and a vintage making of featurette. And for Waxwork 2, you have an audio commentary, a theatrical trailer, and a still gallery. I remember liking the first one. I can't remember the second one. I really can't, but that's because I'm going to rewatch them here on Blu-ray. And the reason I haven't watched those yet, and I've watched most of the others, is because I'd already seen those. Here we go. Return of the Living Dead 3. This is number 4 on the spine of our collector series of Vestrons. Once again, boom. Now this makes... They really need to release Return of the Living Dead 2 on Blu-ray so we can get a complete collection going on, because after 3, they're dead to me. But, right on. Me and a friend, we powered through these and we watched 1, 2, and 3. Well, 1 and 2 in a sitting, and then we watched 3 later on. Right on, right on. And this is it was a very interesting concepted movie. And it was just, it was just alright for a 90s zombie flick. But for the special features, you get an audio commentary, a conversation with the director and the screenwriter, and interviews with the production executive, and some of the actors, which is pretty cool. I watched all of that as well. And also you get a still gallery and a theatrical trailer. Very cool. Oh, I don't think I guess no one might. Some people might care to check the disc art out on these. I don't believe I showed the disc art. Well, I can't for Waxwork because I haven't opened it yet, because I'm going to open it when I watch it. Let's slide through here, but I don't think I showed one for Blood Diner. I did show Shopping Mall. Here you go. Let's see if I can get that in there. Blood Diner. I have a Blood Diner shirt. It's pretty cool. Alright. Next up, is spine number 5, and that'll be Chud 2, Bud the Chud. Now, I remember this one. I think this was like out of print for a second there, and so you could rather go and you could get the Australian version, Region 2, or later on they released those 8-pack movies at Walmart, and it's on there. Actually, you know, it's kind of funny. I think I saw that over there, and it has Shopping Mall and Blood Diner on the 8-pack with Chud 2. So maybe I'll pull that 2-pack out, and that might show, I think that might be a Lionsgate DVD release, which means it might have other movies that Lionsgate holds the titles to, and maybe that could be some future Vestron video releases on Blu-ray. That'll be interesting. I might have to go pull that out. But this is Chud 2, Bud the Chud. I have that 8-pack that has the DVD on there. Oh, come to think of it, I'm remembering what's on there now, and also Slaughter High is on there too. That might be an interesting Blu-ray release. But anyway, here you go. I haven't watched this one yet, like ever. I don't think. I do own it on Region 2 DVD, I believe, and it has a different cover. I think there's like a Jeep on it. But I love Chud, the first one. That's a great movie, Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers. So I heard this one is not as good and is pretty crap, but I'm going to check it out anyways. For special features, you have an audio commentary with the director, and you have the interviews with two actors and the special effects artist, and then you have a video trailer and a still gallery. Haven't opened this one, so you can't see the disc art, but we all know it's probably just like the cover. Okay, that's it for the Vestron releases, and the 2 upcoming ones are Lair the White Worm, which I already have pre-ordered, and Parents, which I already have pre-ordered. Wait, there was one more that popped up. Shoot, I can't remember. I'll put it in the video and annotate it. They're coming out with one more that's been announced. Okay, next up, we have a Mondo Macabre Blu-ray of the Fan. This is... I'm not sure if this was a limited edition one or not, but I've liked Mondo Macabre ever since as a DVD releasing company, and now they're started getting into Blu-rays. I got this like sometime last year, so that's cool. I don't know much about this movie. What are the special features? Brand new transfer from the film negative, an interview with the writer and director, extensive production notes, also has a German audio with optional subtitles, and Mondo Macabre Bro previews. So that's cool, man. I'm going to have to check that out. It's 2 discs. Okay, cool. 2 discs. One's a Blu-ray and one's a DVD. Have to check that out. Who releases this again? Scorpion. Okay, this guy's from Scorpion releasing. It's Mortuary. I've always liked that cover. I actually have the original one sheet of that. Let's get it out of the glare there. Before your funeral, before you are buried, before you are covered with the last shovel of dirt, be sure you are really dead. I actually might check this one out a little bit later after this video. Let's get that glare out of there. What kind of special features? Brand new 16:9 widescreen master in HD from the original. On-camera interview with the composer and the original trailer. So not much there. Count 83. It's 93 minutes. I saw this a long time ago, and there's just a long time ago when I was just getting everything I could in 80s horror and just watching it and watching it and watching it. So that part of my life is kind of a blur since I got so many movies in such a short time. Here comes another one of those that is cool. Burnt Offerings. I got this on DVD and I watched it, and I was actually pleasantly surprised with it. This came out in '76. It was PG, but I mean, it's still decently scary enough, right? And this is a Kino Lorber. Where can we get that? There we go, right there. Release. Cool. I actually like that poster as well. That's one of its posters. It had a couple different ones. This one, for the special features, it has an interview with the actor Anthony James, an interview with the screenwriter, and an interview with the actor Lee Montgomery. It has an audio commentary. Ooh, cool, man. Audio commentary with the director, co-writer and producer, also actress Karen Black, and the co-writer. That's cool. And then an audio commentary by film historian Richard Harlan Smith. And it has Trailers from Hell with Steve Sinski, an animated montage of images, and the original theatrical trailer. Right on. Actually, before Karen Black passed away, she was here locally, where I live, filming a short. I don't think it was a short film. I think it was an independent film. I don't think it was horror related, but that was interesting enough. All right, next up are 2 Arrow releases. I'm not really excuse me. When it comes to Arrow releases, I was on board with them when they were just in the UK, but then they started doing their Arrow US releases, and I haven't really focused on that because I'm more focused on Scream Factory and Vestron Video at the moment. So I had to let a couple of those limited editions and cool things slide. But I did get a couple, and so we're going to check those out right now. I got one of my favorites, Society. Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover right there. Once again, I said from Arrow Video. Down there, this is Arrow US, not the UK. This is the director-approved limited edition. So, awesome. It's still sealed. I haven't watched it yet. Once again, the first time I ever watched this movie was on an Anchor Bay double feature from back in the day. So right on, man. I'm not going to open this yet. Usually, if I had already opened it, I would show you the cool insides. It comes with a pretty thick booklet and all of this nonsense. Dang, look at all those special features, the contents on it. I mean, I don't really know if I want to read all that. This video is probably already too long as it is. It's also Region 0. That's cool. Oh, but that's for the DVD portion. But it's got ABC for the Blu-ray regions, so that's pretty awesome as well. Right on, man. Has a newly remastered 2K digital transfer of the film, approved by director Brian Yunza, which is actually kind of funny because that's the guy who directed Return of the Living Dead 3. I was watching special features. He seems like a pretty nice guy. He didn't seem like he remembered too much of Return of the Living Dead 3, but he had a guy there with him that was like the co-writer, or the person that wrote it, and who was helping him out remembering stuff. But he seemed like a nice guy, that Brian Yunza. So, high definition Blu-ray 1080p and standard definition DVD presentations. It's talking about audio, blah blah blah. A brand new audio commentary by Yunza. That's cool. A brand new interview with Yunza again. A brand new featurette including interviews with a bunch of people. A new featurette about the FX artists. That's cool. A 2014 Q&A with Yunza recorded at Celluloid Scream Festival. I've never even heard of that festival. I wonder if it's still going on. So they're talking about Brian Yunza in a conversation backstage at the Society World premiere. A music video, limited edition digipack packing, featuring newly commissioned artwork. That's cool. Collector's booklet featuring the writing on the film by the critic Alan Jones, and it's illustrated with the original archive stills and posters. Society Party Animal limited edition exclusive, an official comic book sequel to Society, reproduced in its entirety in a perfect bound book. Right on, so that was Society, the limited edition release from Arrow. And then I also got The Hills Have Eyes, Wes Craven's masterpiece here. The Lucky Ones Died First. And these have been released on Blu-ray already here in the US, and I got 1 and 2 back when it did. That was a couple of years ago. I did a video on those. But I really do enjoy these movies, so I decided to, and I think it dropped to a decent price, and so I just was like, all right, cool, man, let's grab it. So this is just The Hills Have Eyes from Arrow, which once again, this one doesn't come with a digibook. It's just a digipack, I'm sorry. It's just a regular DVD case with, ooh, cool, man, looking like 2 different booklets, and that might be a poster wedged in between them. Everybody should know by now, if you're a fan of horror, about The Hills Have Eyes and The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. Plus, they did those remakes and reimaginings and all that stuff back in like 2003. But, all right, let's check out what the limited edition contents are. A brand new 4K restoration of the film, supervised by some people. Blah, blah, blah. I'm skipping the audio because I know to some people with Blu-ray, they're checking out the cool audio, different audios and all that stuff, which really, audio really does not matter to me because I do have surround sound, but I never have it on. Optional English subtitles, cool. 6 postcards, that must be what's stuck in between those 2. Reversible fold-out poster, cool, I was right. Limited edition 40-page booklet featuring new writing on the film by critic Brad Stevens and consideration of the Hills franchise by disc producer Ewan Cant. Illustrated with original archive stills and posters, a brand new audio commentary with the actors Michael Berryman, Janice Blythe, Susan Lanier, and Martin Spear. A brand new audio commentary by academic Michael J. Coven. Audio commentary with Wes Craven and Peter Locke, awesome. Looking back and on The Hills Have Eyes, a making-of documentary featuring interviews with Wes Craven, Peter Locke, and actors Michael Berryman, Janice Blythe, Robert Houston, and a bunch of other people, including Dee Wallace and the director of photography. Family Business, a brand new interview with Martin Spear. The Desert Sessions, a brand new interview with the composer. Never before seen outtakes, alternate ending presented in HD for the first time, trailers and TV spots, an image gallery, and the original screenplay on BD-ROM content. Reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly commissioned artwork. Awesome, guys. So we got through that enough. Let's just do a recap. Hills Have Eyes, limited edition Blu-ray by Arrow US. Society, limited edition Blu-ray by Arrow US. We have Burnt Offerings. We have Mortuary. We have The Fan. Then we have our Vestron video releases here, which include Shopping Mall, Waxwork 1 and 2, Blood Diner, Return of the Living Dead 3, and Judd 2, Bud the Chud. Okay, as always, this is Matt, or the DVD Update. Comment, rate, subscribe, do what you do, and I'll see ya when I see ya.